Hello and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World was released in 1990 in Japan, made its way to the US in 1991, but for some reason didn't make its way to Europe until 1992. This was when Sega already had Sonic the Hedgehog out and had the whole market in Europe, especially in the UK. So when Super Mario World came out in Europe, it was already an uphill battle to beat Sega's Mega Drive. And add to that, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released later on that year as well. Super Mario World was one of the best selling Mario games of all time. It was the fourth Mario game released in the Mario series. It went on to sell 20 million copies on the Super Nintendo worldwide, making it one of the best selling Mario games of all time. Let's talk about the graphics on Super Mario World. I don't think they're that impressive, because at the time Sega already released Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog had much better graphics than Super Mario World. Saying that, it's clearly noticeable that they've added a lot more colour and background to this game compared to what you would have seen on the Nintendo Electronic System. So there is definitely an improvement to the graphics from the 8-bit games. But overall, the graphics are not that great. They're acceptable for the time, but they're nothing special. Let's talk you through some of the changes Nintendo made to Super Mario World compared to previous Mario games. Obviously, you get to play Yoshi. Yoshi is a yellow dinosaur who can guide you through the level by just sitting on him, and he can eat the object in front of him and spit them out as fireballs. He's not necessary, you don't need him to go through any of the levels, but he is a nice accessory and makes the game unique. If you're sitting on Yoshi and you get hit, you won't lose any of your mushrooms, which is a plus because that gives you basically an extra life. What was very good and a very nice addition to the game. And all Yoshi's going to do is run away from you when he gets hit, and you just got to catch him back up, then get back on him. So it's like a bonus life if you have Yoshi. They've also added the second mushroom, so now you can collect one mushroom, become Big Mario, and when you're Big Mario you can now collect another mushroom, what will then go up to the top of the screen, and when you get hit will fall down and you can collect your mushroom. What also is a plus to this game because it gives you more longevity in the level. Instead of keep dying over and over again, you can now stay Big Mario for longer periods. The gameplay is just like any other Mario game, from Mario 1 to Mario 3. This is a really good platform game. Mario's handling is perfect, there's nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't say it's as good as Sonic the Hedgehog, but there's nothing wrong with Mario's handling. He's very easily controlled, and you feel very much in control of the character. The level designs are always good on Mario games. I don't like the ghost levels. I think they can be very annoying and frustrating, and I wouldn't have put them into the game if I was designing it. But besides that, I think the Mario levels are pretty easy to get used to and pretty easy to master. So yeah, Mario is a very good and high rated platform game. There's no complaints on the gameplay. Super Mario World is a slow platform game. It's not a fast paced one like you would find from Sonic the Hedgehog. It's completely the opposite, and it takes a lot of thinking as well, especially on the ghost levels if you're going to get through the level. And there's lots of secret things you can find on Mario games, what makes it a plus because you can always go back and play the game again and find things you wouldn't have found the first time round. Mario has an excess of power-ups like his usual flower power, what allows him to shoot at people, and he also can fly on this one by using a cape, just like he did on Mario 3. Overall, Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo was one of the best games ever released for the Super Nintendo, and I'm happy to give this an 8 out of 10. I'm not the biggest fan of Mario, but I do enjoy this Mario game, and in my opinion this is the best Mario game ever to be released on any Nintendo console. So go out there, give it a go, and especially if you're new to the Mario series and you've been playing the ones on the recent Nintendo consoles, go back and play this one and you'll be amazed how good this game actually is. Thank you for watching, and see you next time for some more awesome videos.